Chat, what's crack-a-lackin'? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what we're doing today. Plum's got a little bit of what we call brewer's block. And I don't really know what I wanna brew, where I wanna brew, what's interesting to brew. We don't have a lot of wild cards. And as I've said before, Plum is a little poor, so we kind of got to work with what we got. I do want to take a peek at the patch notes. Final Fantasy is good, and whatever. Okay, nothing important in patch notes. I thought maybe we'd start with this beans list that I just swapped opt for Commune with Beavers. We brewed this way back when, kind of before it was popular in, was it in Standard? Because we originally played it with Demi-Lich, which was super fun. But the main idea was that Simic Colors actually have a sweet collection of cantrips at the moment. I mean, you throw Opt in here as well, and there's like Seed of Hope and things like that. But you can dump a lot of cheap instants and sorceries into the graveyard very fast to help power out Tolarian Terror. Got an upgrade with Eddie Merc Crab, and then we're playing Elder Deep Fiends. I was playing Galta, the one that gets its cost reduced for funsies, but I got rid of that. Up the Beanstalk, because all these cost 5 or more mana. Ledger Shredder to help, you know, churn through the deck, discard stuff in our hand. Decisive Denial is obviously sweet. And then we have a couple flex spots where I'm just testing Tameo and a Stubborn Denial. Now, I don't know. I think this deck was, I think we took this to Mythic once, but Angels, or Life Gain in general, and I would assume Boros, because we haven't played in a while, is like a garbage matchup. So we might start and play a little bit, and then maybe try to brew something else, but let's just get playing Magic first, and then see where it takes us. We'll probably lose quite a bit, but that's okay. Sure. I actually really like Incubation. Very, you know, remnant of Ancient Stirrings. Chat, when was the last time we played with Plagon, dude? Do I miss Plagon or what? I miss Plagon. So, first few turns, we're just kind of chilling, we're digging. We whiffed on that Incubation there, because we're gamers. We do find a Ledger Shredder, which is cute. I think I just want to swing with Tan. We'll play a I kind of just want to draw a card. I don't really feel like playing Shredder out here. Denial's a good pickup. Opponent is on Verdant Dread Blink, which is, we're probably just going to get like Atraxa or Ulamog turn 3, which is never fun, but it happens. I am eating dinner, so I apologize in advance, chat. Did you find anything good? He ephemerates into Omniscience, maybe? One with the multiverse. But there's an Atraxa. That's probably GG's for us. Chat. I might have found a new job. I have to apply. Yeah, Ulamog for Perino. This deck might just be too slow. Ever since we got MH3, I think this probably just isn't good enough anymore. I think the last time we played this was pre-MH3, maybe. could be a lie. Possibly. I don't remember. We're trying our best, chat. We're trying our best. Chat, we might have found a new job. Fitness related, which is fun. You know, green also has some decent cantrips by themselves now. Like between Abundant Harvest, Tribune with Beavers, I mean, you can count Incongruity, Incubation, and things like that, but even like Oath of Nissa, we're getting fragmented? Of course we are. Terror is a good pickup. I don't even think I want to play Shredder. I think we're just gonna chill and hold up Denial. Same thing here. We're just gonna hang out. If they go for something, we'll crack both blues. Crack just because we can. Another Denial's good. Let's just play the Shredder. We'll hold up. Whatever. Try and play a little tempo game here. Gosh, it's like Mana Leak, chat. They never respect the Mana Leak. Feels so good. Actually, chat, you know what we were gonna brew? Or actually play. Let's go look at it. I think I liked it. Turn that down. One thing I wanted to check. I saw someone jamming this. I forget what format it was. And I forget who it was. I'll see if I can find it. Was Vivi... Do we have Vivis? No. But I saw someone playing Vivi with the Mimeoplasm. The Mimoplasm? Mimoplasm. Mimoplasm? For infinite mana? Which is kind of cool. Something to keep in the back of our brain. Plum doesn't have the rares for it. Sorry. But one day, chat. One day we might play it. Are those in standard together? They are, right? I don't like the sand very much because we have no actual cantrips. We're just gonna try and rely on Denial, letting us do our thing for a couple turns and then hopefully draw into something. Should we have mulliganed? Probably. Did we mulligan? No. Are we against the flavor of Boros? Yes. Always against the flavor of Boros, chat. Galarian Terror, perfect. Consider it was a good pickup. Opponent has 3 lands. I don't think we need another Denial. Odawara's great. Opponent moves to discard. We can hold up Galarian Terror plus Stubborn. I forget how good Stubborn Denial is. Jesus. Good news is we got lots of counter spells. plus an Elder Deep Fiend, so we can keep him busy for 3 turns and just kill him. Love it, chat. What are we listening to? We're on hip hop. Chat. I don't want to listen to hip hop. Let's just go for lo-fi. Is that better? Are we vibing more? I'm vibing more. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of... I don't know, chat. I'm kind of brewed out at the moment. I don't really know what to play. Nor do I know what I want to play. What do we got? Double incubation with Stormwing. We need a 3rd land, but not a bad start. Unless we hit nothing. That's okay, chat. That's even better. We'll take that. I've been really enjoying Stormwing Entity without the Beanstalk. I feel like this card's kind of forgotten about. Everyone just plays Terror and stuff, but Entity's pretty good. Took our Denial. Let's just play Shredder. We'll probably get pushed here and then cry. Valid. Got stuck on 2 lands. Opponent is on mono black. There's our land. Cool. Let's incubation, see if we can start finding some big boys. We'll hit a scry here. We'll take another lands. And then we could set up an Elder Deep Fiend. We'll see if he Shieldred's here. Just Aetherborn. Okay. That's good for us. Let's go land here. We'll start triggering prowess. We do find a Tolarian Terror. I think we're gonna swing 4, and then on his upkeep, we're going to Deep Fiend. And just tap all his lands. We draw lands. We get a 5/6. We could... I don't really want to fight his Aetherborn, but we could. He loses 2. We find that. So let's consider first. Don't need a land. Draw a card. 2nd Deep Fiend is very good. Another Beanstalk's also quite nice. I don't need either of those. Let's swing 5. He'll block with Aetherborn. And then upkeep, we'll smack him again. Nice. He takes what? 2, goes down to... Oops, sorry. Goes down to 8. Do these decks play board wipes? Damnation? Maybe. We also have Decisive Denial here. Except he might, or not. Stubborn Denial is awesome. Swing for 5. Counter that. Put him to 3. And we'll just pass the turn, holding up Denial. He has to have a board wipe or life gain. He's going to go down to 1 if he doesn't have a demon. He could just Ritual Chamber us, but that only puts him to 5. And then we swing with both and counter whatever he tries to kill. Cool. Let's throw a Terror. Draw. Terror. Draw. Chat, don't you love 1 mana 5/5s? Terror. Draw. Nice. Swing both. He goes to kill something, or not, and then he just dies. Nice! GG's. This deck's alright, chat. I think it just has some rough matchups these days, but it can still hang in there. We played Simic Beans before it was cool. I was playing this a little off stream today. Teaming with the Beavers has been interesting. I like that it sees 3 cards, but I kind of miss having the instant speed of Opt. But it's not bad. It's not bad so far. Chat, look at it. We can buy a pack. Oh my gosh, we can buy a pack, chat. You'll love to see it. And we get a golden pack. Oh my gosh. Freaking gnarly, dude. Meat Master Sacrifice. Oh, hey, look at Mimoplasm. Like, Mimeo or Mimo? Mimeo. The Mimeoplasm? Mimeo VV combo, infinite mana. We can brew it now. Not really, but. Ancient Adamantoise. Hot Garbo. Alright. But geez, yeah, I don't know what to play, chat. I don't know what to brew. I don't know what to do anymore. I have wanted to build a Saga's brew with Satsuki. I know we have some more stuff that manipulates counters now. There's a fly in my screen, chat. Oh no. We're gonna start off with Abundant Harvest into a land, so we don't have to focus on grabbing those with Consider. And then we'll probably just double Consider next turn. We're gonna fire these off while he has... let's get our 4th land, just because we can, actually. Now we really don't have to worry about it. Do I think we need a Besiege You? No. I'll probably regret that. Wow, we just dug through 3 lands. Sweet. I do enjoy that because of Abundant Harvest, we can only... I think we're running, what, 16 lands, which is pretty hot. We will Incongruity here, or Incubation here. And then we'll grab a Terror. We're going to try and play this Stormwake Entity. I can't speak. Entity. Might get Fragmented. We definitely want to keep Decisive Denial on top against bans. We're not sure what they're on yet. Could be Control, could be Blink. But based on them taking their sweet time, I'm going to bet some sort of Control list. We do find Denial there. I think we're just going to upkeep Deep Fiend them. And at least tap their whole thing. We do have Denial up as well. They could draw a card off the ring, which is fine. Chat, I have mosquito bites on my legs. Oh my gosh. Cool. We land a 5/6. They're tapped out for turn unless they play land. Again, they could have Fragment. But instead, they just have that. So let's hold up. I think we're going to hold up Crab. Because if they are control, we want to start playing a little bit more instant speed. Chat, we should, I think, do I have a sideboard for this list? We might need to update it, but I have 7 cards. Oh, I was gonna say, excuse me, I could take this into best of 3. We're gonna counter that and see if he'll fight over it, so that we can land this Eddie Merc. Power on board. Swing for 5. Do we think he's playing Fog, chat? He seems like a Fog list. Yeah. He's playing Decisive Denial. Okay, that's valid. Let's draw a card off of Grove. Let's Beaver. Grab another Eddie Merc. We'll play land for turn and we'll just pass. What do we think WinCon is? Approach? Sphinx's tutelage. Let's flash another Crab and see what he does. He will start milling us pretty fast. We'll assume he's just gonna chain Fogs here. So we're trying to dig for denials and stubborn denial too. Which is kind of tough when we have a land throw full of beaters. There's, oh. Ah, he tapped out. He tapped wrong. You love to see it, chat. Auto tapper really wrecking our opponents for us. Did not leave green man open, but that's okay. Good for us. We take wins. We take wins, chat. What is this? Play 5,000 games. I'm at 25 games of Timeless. Chat, I really liked Timeless when it started, and now not so much. I like that it's higher power, but I don't know. How the heck do we already get Edge of Eternity's previews next week? I know they're not like just actual spoiler season, but do you think we get to see the new Tezzeret? Probably. Probably, chat. Beaver, Shredder. Shred. We're gonna do some shredding, chat. We'll start with the Harvest. Opponent is on Swift Spear. We'll grab a land off of this. Chat, we have not dropped any frames. Are you proud of me, chat? We need something exciting. I just don't know what to play anymore, chat. We're just gonna play it. Opponent has triple Swift Spear right now. Which seems a little tough for us. Bolt Wave. Maybe he'll double spell for us. I think we're going to throw one of these in front of it. He does indeed double spell. We'll discard Incubation. He's going to play with Fire It. We do get to Connive. Let's give it a second Shredder, actually. Or third Shredder. We go down to 7. Let's go Shredder. Let's go into Commune. That puts us to 6. It's not great, chat. The old triple Swift Spear hand's a little tough for us. Not gonna lie. Chat, why is Mr. Beast on an ad for Lowe's? We need to get rampaged here? Or just bolted? Or just need to get lightninged? We're dead, chat. We got Ripperino'd. We got frickin' Ripperino'd. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, Plum needs a better job. Strictly so that I can fuel the stream. I do want to build Tezzeret, but we do not have the cards for that. Nor the money. We'll just tam here. We'll tam into Beanstalk, and then turn 3 we can harvest into an entity and draw a card. Maybe a lot more. I do like Tameo. Tameo's so freaking good. Pro Tours this weekend, right? Against a little mono black again. Yeah, I guess we can hit another land. Waterlogged grows fine. Let's hold up the Odawara just in case. Scythes of Denial is nice. I don't really want a Shredder right now. Kind of just looking for spells to cheapen up these serpents and crabs. We'll do this first. I do like that Denial plus Entity turns it into a 4/4 for whatever you fight, which is pretty nice. We're just gonna chill, hold up Denial. I guess this gameplay isn't the most riveting, chat. Nothing there. Let's just pop a clue. He might try and kill Entity in response. He does not. We do have Crab at this point. Let's Shredder, and then we're just gonna Deep Fiend on his upkeep. We'll tap all his lands. Chat, I love me some Elder Deep Fiend. Let me tell you. I love me some Elder Deep Fiend. Faithful save in. Alright, cool. Let's Shredder into Consider. We'll get double triggers. Don't need a land. I would like to keep a Terror, but we're gonna get rid of it. And I will definitely take a second Denial. Let's swing for 7. Opponent is at 4. Also playing Faithless Haven, which means he might have a Blood on the Snow. Since he's also just jamming snow card lands. There's Blood on the Snow. We'll just counter. Nice. They didn't really do much. Oh no. I have been see people playing Winota with Lightning Army of 1. Which is kind of cool. That hits for quite a lot, chat. But is that too mainstream? It's a little too mainstream, chat. Where are all the people playing cool cards? What do we got? Beaver, Harvest. See, I like this hand, chat. I like this hand a lot. This hand's sweet. Do you guys ever have, like, cards that just, like, feel good when you cast them? You know what I'm talking about? Or, like, when you just, like, look at a deck, it, like, makes your brain happy? I feel like Abrupt Decay does that for me for some reason. Opponent is playing Nadu. Very interesting, chat. Let's grab a terror since we are pumping and dumping here. Let's just go right into entity. I don't think we actually need Tameo this game. Opponent is more than likely on Nadu combo. What did they combo with? Sylvan Safekeeper and Bristly Bill is pretty good. Get Storm off. It's 5/6. Bristly Bill can target itself. Keep the chain going. Does this? Yeah. Why wouldn't you? That's interesting. I don't need your love. I don't want. Odawara is very nice. Elder Deep Fiend's very nice. I feel like Elder Deep Fiend actually doesn't do that much here. They're just gonna jam more lands than we can handle, huh? Besiege you. Doesn't do much either. We can't swing into a Nadu. Only twice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what it got alchemized to. I thought he could have kept it going with Bristly Bill. Top trader, you may play lands, cast birds. If you enter, cause the ability to control trader or trader's additional time. Interesting. This is a cool list, chat. I like what our opponent's doing. All about those birds, bro. I'd rather have Eddie Merker, I think. Chat, our opponent's on burbs. They're playing. Shout out to my burbs. We're not gonna block. Eddie Merc's fine. We could tap out the whole thing. Let's just play Besiege You for a non-land with Abundant Harvest. We do find a second harvest. Let's just keep going. We're gonna try. Ooh, that's pretty good. Get rid of that. Give me another non-land. Can we fight Bristly Bill? He gets what? At least one counter on it, but it's dead. We go to a 6/6. We'll swing just 6. We'll keep up Shredder as a blocker and try not to die. He does have second Bristly. And if he plays one more land, he can counter. Are we dead? If he counters and then doubles, we blocked 7. 7, that takes us just to 10. I think we're dead, chat. Unless he just goes for more spells, which he does. Pump that up to a 6/8. Chat, we just got Bart's and Bocode. Feels bad. Feels bad. The Wombo combo. Incredible. Opponent, I don't know what you're doing, but I love it. We do know what he's doing. He's playing Tribal Birds. I don't think you need Choco in these guys. Traveling Chocobo seems cool. Chocobo, Nadu, you have birds as ramp. You play Bristly Bill, chain your lands together. That seems like a pretty sweet value engine. We'll just get seed so we don't have to sit through it. But I liked what opponent was doing there, chat. Big time. I don't want your love. I don't want your love. And I don't need your love. Are we bored of this deck yet? Because I am a little bit. But like I said, I don't really know what to brew. Should we go look through old brews and do some updates. Chat, I have 2 notifications. Astrodane followed me. Thanks, Astrodane. I appreciate you. Astrodane is playing my deck. What are these? He has a bunch of copies of my lists, chat. Very interesting. Okay. What do we got? I kept a hand and I didn't even look at it. I'm not gonna be a liar. But we do have beans plus shredder, which is pretty hot. We'll just play shredder first. So we don't get slam bam, thank you ma'am'd. I did want to build, we might work on a Sultai rectangles list in a moment. Opponent plays Galvanic Discharge because he does not know how to read. Love that for us. We're so good at this game, chat. We will play our beans. Draw a card into Commune Beavers. We'll take that. We'll pump the shredder into an Eddy Murk Crab. Yeah, we don't need crab. Second shredder, sure. We'll swing 3. I kind of wanted to play Steel Seeker. Ooh, Ocelot Pride. Chat, we're gonna get out life gained very quick here. What did we call it back then? Did we call it game objects? We did call it game objects. Do final lands. Let's play Shredder. Cast second spell, get double triggers. We don't need all these lands, chat. We will pump one. Let's choose non-lands. Find a Stormwing entity. Let's incubation. Grab a Deep Fiend. Deep Fiend could maybe help us get there, but it doesn't feel great. Opponent plays Flage into Shredder. He's just gonna take off from here, chat. Life gain's not a good matchup for this list. At all. And you know what? That's okay. Doesn't have to be. Alright, let's switch gears a little bit. I want to play some sort of rectangles list, I think. We've been messing with Balin rectangles, which is this deck, which is just everything you could hope for and more. But I think I want to cut it down to some sort of Sultai show and go back to maybe the Pitiless Plunderer combo with Chatterfang. But let's just sort of take a look here. So I really want to play Golbez, which is the main thing. Whenever an artifact you control enters, you serve out 1. Beginning of your end step, if you control 4 more artifacts, you return a creature. If you control 8 or more artifacts, then each opponent loses life to that creature's power, which is actually kind of sweet. So he's kind of some good redundancy in the 2-drop slot to Steel Seeker. He is legendary, so I don't know if we want to play the full 4, but maybe like a 3-3 split between him and Steel Seeker is sweet. This also gives me an excuse to play Cat Oven Cauldron again. So I feel like we haven't even played this in like, I don't even know, a long time. Did I just call it Cauldron? I meant an oven, chat, sorry. We still want to play Gilded Goose. Obviously that's good. I think we definitely still want to play Tam. Lonus. Chatterfang, I can't spell. And maybe like just 2 Plunder. Because I feel like we're gonna be able to dig quite a lot. Like Mox Ambers to let us cut down on lands a little bit. Marionette Apprentice is probably good enough too. There's a chance we want Delighted Halfling, but I don't think we need it. So if we're not playing Ambers, I would love to play Coco in this deck, but I don't think we can afford it. The one card I do actually kind of like is Worldwalker Helm. I think this card's interesting. It's kind of like a mini... No, I mean, it's not actually close, but whenever you make artifact tokens, you make an additional map token, and then you can make copies of artifacts. Which I guess in our case doesn't do like a ton, but it's kind of like an Academy manufacturer. There's also that other thing that makes... I don't know, chat. But what's the... I mean, just Landlord Navigator is also very good. But I'm wondering if we don't need it. And if we're doing that, do we want to play Collected Company? That's what, 32 creatures. But can we get away with 16 lands plus 4 Mox Opals or Ambers? Tameo, Golbez, this, and Apprentice, or Chatterfang in order to fuel it. Won't know until we try, chat. What, we're mainly whatever, splash, a little bit of blue. But we need green on turn 1, black on turn 1, Tameo on turn 1. Do we have to play Mana Confluence here? Or do we have enough to play Spire of Industry? Between all of these. I don't think we have enough lands, but that's never stopped me before. This seems bad. I don't even want to play Pitiless Plunderer. But like, are these worth it? Because we could just be a green blacklist. Let's cut 1 in 1 and grow up on lands. $18 plus 4 Moxes, that doesn't seem like enough. This is just like throwing stuff at a wall to see if it works. We're probably better off just... We had like this old version, which played the Samwise Cauldron Familiar combo, but also Cord plus Coco though. See, like this hand is garbage. This might not be worth our time, chat. Might not be worth our time. But we'll see. I think the correct answer is to take Witch's Oven here. Okay. We're gonna start on Oven, so if he has a way to kill the familiar, we don't just have no way to get it back. And then we'll just try the Seeker here. And now we start a very slow process of draining our opponent at the beginning of every end step. Unholy Ended. Face a lot of mono black today, which is interesting. I do want to get this Dolbez up and running, which will hopefully help churn through our list. Lonus is actually also quite good. Let's start there. Swing for 1. Pass. I don't know if Dolbez is just better than, like, the extra... Like, you get to scry, you get to dump stuff in the yard, you get to return things as you go. In this situation, we're going to discard Chatterfang because, you know, if we get 4 artifacts, we can just bring things back. We're going to cut down with Lonus. We will sack in response if the game would catch up. And at least make an extra clue token here. Opponent goes down to 10. We find Tam, but I think we're going to play Dolbez. Swing for 1. Maybe we just want to be like a blue blacklist. We'll just let that die. I just want to keep familiar on the field. Unspottable Slasher kind of hurts us. He's gonna draw a card. And then, or not draw a card, he'll up Bandit's Talent. We'll take him to 8. We are stuck on 2 lands. Plum was right. Second Cauldron Familiar plus Tameo. Can we race him if he swings at us? Not if he has Bloodletter. Now he gains 2 with every demon. We're just gonna tank that, I think, and go to 8. And then end of turn, he's gonna stay at 6, which is better than not being at 6, but I think he's gonna dig himself out. Interesting that he's playing Bandit's Talent in like a generic mid-range shell, but it's definitely gonna hurt us. Chat, we did not find a 3rd land, which we knew would happen, but it still hurts sometimes, you know, chat. It still hurts. Is Luris down or am I down? Maybe both. Is this deck page down? Hello, Luris? Game Objects? We're also... We could be playing Ravenous Squirrel. Cauldron Familiar, Marionette Apprentice, Ravenous Squirrel. Just like old school green-black sack, chat? Question mark? Maybe? Should Plum play more lands in this deck? Answer, yes. Is he going to? No. We will, however, play a Marionette Apprentice. And then we'll probably play this. Actually, we probably want to play Lonus first. Oh my gosh, chat. Never mind. We're so freaking good at this game. Hasty Goblin Boy. No swing. Let's play Steel Seeker, trigger, maybe find a land off the top. Guys, is Motchfield down? Certainly feels like it. That's not good. What do we got? We'll dump Tam. And we're just chilling. I think I'm trying to do too many fun cards in the main deck here. We definitely need more lands. Sometimes we just like to wing it though, chat. Just go for it. Gabos doesn't seem great for us. But he doesn't do anything there. We do find second Golbez. Cool thing is, now we like churn through our deck at like crazy speeds. But that doesn't really seem to help us. He's gonna drop a Prospector into anything. And we're gonna get Wombo comboed. Crankle Mob out. Yeah, that's gonna do it for us, chat. Plum's not doing too well tonight, guys. It's one of those nights that just everything feels bad. Everything feels bad to play. Everything feels bad to play. I don't want to play this list. So chat, what if we do play... I don't even know what that would look like. We've tried like mono blue shells before, like Tameo, Landlore, Emery, is it Thopterus? Like this is a cool list, because then you can play like Metallic Rebuke. Oh, that's the wrong card. Right, but then we could like throw in Golbez. You could play Mox Amber. And then you could play like Battle at the Bridge. Which we don't have. And you just try and make as many artifacts off your creatures as possible. And then I guess you could just play like Copper Cannoneer as your top ends. I don't know, you think Battle at the Bridge is worth that? Maybe. Seems cute. Because like the idea of like Cannoneer dying, or you like surveil it and then you have 8 tokens and you just get to return Kappa back and deal the opponent 6 damage seems sick. But then you might just want to be jamming like an affinity shell anyways with Golbez. But this is a cute package. I guess you could play Urza too if you wanted to. Maybe. Maybe, chat. I'm not really feeling like any of this. I don't know, like... I don't know what I want to play. Let's look at other birds. I know we don't have a lot, but... It's not as many birds as I thought there was yet. Create a 2/2 green bird with +1/+0 token. So this just makes you a 2/2 and then transforms into a 2/2. That's not very good, chat. Chat, what do we brew? What do we do? I don't know what to play. Bruce's ass for tallest. Cool. But no. Maybe. What does that do? Do we have any of those? Do we have anything that deals stuff on the destroys? I know we have Waste Not. Liliana. Whenever an opponent discard. We have Fell Spectre. Jesus. I don't really want to play this card though, do I? Kind of want those combos. Can we play 2, chat? We just try not to die for turns, and then we try to like double spell and hope that our stuff is enough to kill them. Then what do we play? Like Thoughtseize push? We really need Burning Inquiry. Is what we need. Watch spots. Sorry, I know tonight's stream is a little boring, chat. We're just messing around with stuff. I'm a little all over the place. House Layer, Nick Magus Cannon. And I would play like Naya Heroic, but the hard part is that a lot of these old decks are just outclassed by things. Like if you're trying to build Heroic, because we have like a Crone Crusader and Hoplite, but that's just a much worse Borosaurus, yeah? Saving the Moment, Death Shadow, Infinite Hollow. Do we have Mardu Ascendancy? We do. Interesting. Chat, what do you think of playing Mardu Ascendancy with Arcades? Right? Because you swing with your defenders, you get a bunch of 1/1s, and then you can sack it to give them all +0/+3. So it's basically making your entire board +3/+3. You are in 4 colors, but you have like... You have the 1-mana defender that taps for any color. You have Bulwark. That's kind of spicy. Right? No? No? Is Plum wrong. Plum's always wrong. Shoot, chat. I don't know. I don't know what to play. Final Fantasy's like cool, but I'm not like super into much of the cards, to be honest. I wish we had something like Living End. Blood Funnels, Lemony combo, Zero Land, Restore Balance. We tried New Perspectives, that didn't work. Ultimatum combo, Metalworks. Prison Crucible. I also have like a very intense desire to play Ashiok with Tasha. Those are cards that make me feel good, chat. I don't know if we can build some sort of like Demir Super Friends list. But I really just want to play these two. I guess we could play like Jace. But turn 3 Ashiok into turn 4 Tasha sounds so much fun. Maybe it's just time to chill out, chat. We didn't really do much this stream though, but sometimes that's just the way she goes. Souls. Chat. What do we do? It's not fun. Do we have any old decks we can upgrade? This. How much of this do we have? Probably not enough, right? We have no paladin classes. I don't know when I brewed this, chat, but it looks bad. But also kind of fun. Beaches Landing. Why are we playing Sarah the Benevolent? +1/+1. Creature, do slide 12, 1 instead. She's actually not that bad. Femur Demi-Lich. Played a lot of Shamans. Chat, what do you think of Esper Turbo Fog? I don't know when we brewed this either. How am I winning? Orange chant. Fairies retention. Verdant getting in the trials. Well, let me play something so you guys aren't bored. As I'm freaking just pondering over here. We could play some Timeless Blue stacks, but we did that a long time ago. Of course, we played Turbo Fog and immediately faced the mill deck. So what's our plan here? We have to find Jace. That's our plan, chat. Shoreline Looter, what a baller. Titan Twin, Mono Blue Oracle, Jestrite Flames, Worm's Chant, Snapped, Fairy's Protection. This puts what into your hand? Or conjures. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the wrong card. Chat, what's the card that conjures Think Twice in your graveyard? I think it's also a rat. I just never remember what it's called. Oh shit, a rat! We can just verdict here, sure. I'll take a little verdict. We played a Luris game objects list. Tameo, Ravenous, Squirrel, Lonus, Annihilating Player. Interesting. Let's just play Anchorage. His turn, I think we're gonna Worm's Chant him. We don't really have to. We probably could do that for one and flash in second Dictate. He doesn't have any creatures, but Force of Habit to throw the kicker in there. Kind of sucks that we're also giving him extra mill off our Dictated Prefix. Chat, how come we try new decks and they always... Okay, we just milled our Jace, so... How come it just gives us the worst matchups? We haven't played this deck in a year. Is this a timeless deck? It is. World Victor, Pillow Fort, Black White Prison. What is this deck? Chat, I don't want to play this. I know I'm picky tonight. We're just messing around. I don't feel like playing that. This might just be a bad night for Plum. That might be the problem. That might be the problem. And you know what? That happens sometimes. I'm just going through some old decks at the moment. Trying to remember if there's anything here. We do have a red-white humans list. What were we playing? Boros Elite. Blade Historian. That's a 4-drop, right? It is. What's Theoden? When another enters the battlefield, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. It's kind of hot, chat. Chat, look at this beauty. I don't know what I was... What is this deck? It looked interesting. I forgot I brewed it. We're trying to play Signets into... Am I playing Enigma Jewel? I am. And then what? We're trying to riff people? Oh, yeah. Is this gonna work? Nope. Is it gonna be fun? Yup. We'll have fun, chat. Chat, I had an MTG Goldfish account tied to an old Twitter that was like 12 years old, and I deleted that Twitter. And I don't know... I guess I could search for my old Twitter name. But it just feels bad that I don't just have access to all those again. Is our opponent here? Are we just chilling like a villain? We're just chilling like a villain. Okay. Okay, chat. The world hates us. The world hates us. Chat. It's not our night tonight. It's not our night tonight for sure, Z's. Not our night tonight for show. Why doesn't anyone else brew hard and historic, chat? Doesn't have to be crazy. I just need some more interesting ideas. Turn 1, I got Joe. We're gonna go Candy Trail into Terrarion. Don't really want either of those, actually. Give me that. And pass. We're gonna probably pop a Knights of Sweet Revenge against... Oh, all sorts of fun stuff, huh, chat? I do love Knight of Sweet Revenge, I'm gonna be honest. I was playing this... If you squint really hard, this card's basically Urza, but as an enchantment. That's how I used to play it. Or I used to brew around it. Shelter by Ghost on Night? Yes. Correct. We'll go grab a big boy, swing at us for 4, gain 4, draw a card. Unless we don't let him do that, but I'm very nice. Omen Hawker was a good draw. We could turn something into something, but I don't think we will. We'll make another food, and we'll just smash him for 2 and pass. Chat, I don't think we're putting this stream on the old YouTube, because we've done nothing. We've done absolutely nothing. Oh my god. Jeez Louise. What are we getting hit for? A lot. Proposal X Command Creativity sounds fun. Everyone's just playing Bahamut, right? Yeah. Breeding Pool. So we have 6 mana. We get to draw a card and then we just die. Chat. Psychonis Rift's pretty good. We're a little late on that one, chat. We're a little late on that one. Oh, gosh. Chat, I think we should call it there. I'm not being productive. I'm not being entertaining. I'll try and have something for later in the week. But, I don't know. I'm not feeling it tonight. We came on for about an hour. I think that's as good as I'm going to get. This list still has some merit to it. A little outdated, a little slow for the format, especially with all the life gain going around. Like I said, life gain, even incidental, like from Boros or Auras and stuff, is tough to beat. But I like Decisive Denial a lot in this format. It just feels good to play Elder Deep Fiend, but Commune with Beavers actually seems decent. I did say I miss like the instant speed of Opt, but I think this card might just be better in general. I want to keep Incubation, because having the secondary removal, especially exile based against all the Ulamogs and Atraxas and Emperor of Bones. Oh no, chat, we do have a full... I thought we didn't have a full thing, but we do. Playing Strict Serenade. Jesus. These should probably just be consigned to memories, huh? Maybe we'll work on this a little bit more, but for now, we'll call it there. Plum's, like I said, not being productive this evening, and I don't want to just play garbage all night, so we'll freeze. I will be back either tomorrow or Thursday, or maybe both. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have something else to brew for you, but I'll just, hang out till then. Try and find something entertaining to mess with. Maybe another Golbez build. Because I do like the idea of a Tezzeret shell with this core. We haven't really played with Baleful Strix much. Battle at the Bridge is good, but like I said, we don't have a ton of rares to mess around with, so we'll sort of have to pick and choose. But that could be fun, and we'll have something to do with that maybe. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Appreciate ya, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.